Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Beautiful Sunday. I'm on my way to the salon. We have week 4 of our 6-week PMU artist program, and I really love that it's 6 weeks now because everything is just broken down in a way where you have time to practice and understand it all. But I saw this reel and it was really the catalyst for this conversation we're having today. It said something like, without failure, you'll never experience success. And that shit holds so true because people quit when they fail because they don't see the price that they're paying. But in order for you to be successful, you have to fail. And there's so many amazing things on the other side of a better mindset that's going to get you to your dreams and your goals faster. So the price that you pay for success is in the failure. The price that you pay for what was the other one? Like another one, like when I experience grief, they say like the price that you pay for love is grief. Like when somebody you love passes away, like that's the price you pay. The grief that you pay is because, that's the price that you pay for love. So when you're looking at everything, no matter what you're going through, there's always a price that you're paying for something. And if we can all just get past the idea that like I suck or I'm a failure, this isn't for me, you're able to switch your mindset to something more positive, something that is going to benefit you more. And being able to like utilize your mindset, for example, right? Whenever shit is going left for me, I don't even do the why me. I just try to be a good person. Like I don't do all that anymore. What I do when I'm in the thick of things, I just like, what is the lesson? There is something within this hardship that I'm supposed to learn that's gonna make me better. Like I don't do that pity party shit anymore. And I used to be about that life. I used to be like, why me? Why is my life so hard? Why does everything seem like it's happening for everyone else and not me? Like I don't do that shit anymore because number one, it does not benefit me to live in that mindset. That mindset just kept me so encapsulated in my circumstances that I couldn't see beyond what I was going through. The moment that I allowed myself the opportunity to step into my power and say, you know what, like this is happening for me. This is not happening to me. Everything that happens for me every day, whether it's good or bad, like we celebrate when it's easy. Like, okay, everything's chill right now. Everything's going good. Like, I deserve this. But when shit is going bad, when shit is going left, you're like, why is this? That shit's happening for you too. The bad, the hardship, like, and what we need to realize is the struggle and the hardship is the price that we pay for wisdom. There's a lot of smart people in this world, but not a lot of wise people. So if you have always struggled your whole life, I need you to tap into your power. I need you to tap into your wisdom because through those struggles, you are a teacher. You are an educator. People that have had it the worst in life, if they could learn the lessons that they're meant to learn, they could share that with everybody. Like that's why like back in the day, like OGs and like older people would look to them for wisdom. And now people are so caught up in the struggle that they can't see that they hold so many gems that they can provide to the younger generation if they just took the time to heal from all those things. And it's like everyone wants to live in their different eras of like, I want to live in my soft girl era. I want to live in my successful era. I want to live, but you got to understand the struggle of how it got there so that you can share that, because that is generational wealth. Like when I look at my lineage, my family line, from my dad, and then my group of generation, and then my cousins that are about 10 years younger than us, to my daughter, to the kids below us, every line, every generation became successful much faster. Like much faster. Like my sister's age group, my youngest, they're in their 30s. They bought their houses 4 years ago. They're all nurses. When I was that age, I was still on that fuckery doing whatever. So when I tell you that wisdom is generational wealth and we have the ability to pass that shit down, do it. And you can tell by your life, your lineage, like, is the lineage getting better? And you have the ability to, you hold that wisdom. So when you are going through your struggle, know that you are paying the price for wisdom. That's the cost. Like, people, are you willing to pay the cost for this? When I break it down to myself, I don't mean it in terms of money. Like, you got to have the right mindset to pay. The mindset that you have is how you pay. And you could either be negative in your bank account because you're just always talking negative about yourself, or you're looking like everyone else has it easier. I always had it the hardest, blah, blah, blah. Maybe because you were chosen to be the wisest one to share that wisdom with everyone else. But you're so caught up in like, why me, everyone else, da, da, da. Like, fuck that, because it's not even going to make you a better person. You're going to fall into this mentality that life is out to get you, and then you're going to be stuck there. And then you're going to ride out the rest of your natural life thinking that nothing ever good happened to you, when you can simply like heal. Take the time to heal from all the pain that you've experienced. And I'm not saying don't acknowledge how hard it's been. But if you switch your mindset to like, my life has been hard because I have purpose. My life has been harder than everyone else's because I have wisdom to share. My life has been harder because I was chosen to break certain curses in my family. My life has been harder because, listen, first one through the wall always gets the scars. But if you look at it like, I'm a shield for my family and the people that I love and everyone behind me. Yes, I bear the scars. Yes, I was the first one through the wall. Yes, that shit fucking hurt. But everyone else behind me, whether it's my kids, my nieces, my sisters, my cousins, they don't have to experience the pain. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. So if you could just get out of your own head, get out of your own way, assign purpose to your pain. Wake up today super intentional about your life, and no matter how fucking hard it's been, and no matter how terrible you feel, today choose purpose. Choose to assign purpose to your past. Choose to assign purpose to your pain, and look at it differently. You were assigned this job, and yes, you didn't ask for it, and yes, you didn't decide to be born into this situation, but if you hold that faith that God will never put anything into your space that you were not ready for, that's why when you look around and nobody else was given the hardship that you were given, maybe it was because you could be the one to handle it. And yes, I do feel like that sometimes, but at the end of the day, like, I truly believe that God and the universe would just never ever do me like that. Like, I don't believe that God would ever assign something to me that I was not ready to conquer. But the mindset that I have now versus 13-year-old Jackie that was like so lost and confused, 20-year-old Jackie that was just doing her best to get by, like 40-year-old Jackie is ready. But are there instances that like those younger versions of me are triggered? Yes, it is. And then I fall back. When you guys accept people into your lives, right? Like, I just had this conversation with one of my daughter's friends. She's like, I don't know why this person has a hold on me. And what I told her was this: do you feel that that person has a hold of 19-year-old you, or does that person have a hold of a younger version of you that needs something from that person, right? Whether it's a job, person, place, thing, I don't care what it is. If anytime you've ever felt stuck to anything, your energy is just stuck to this particular thing in your life, and you feel like, I can't move on from this, you need to get to know all the versions of yourself to really understand why you feel stuck. Because if you're constantly in this mental battle where it's like, I know this isn't good for me and I know I should just not be here right now, that's grown you. That's the grown you that's like, this is not good. This is not something I should be doing. This is not something. And then you're like, but I'm still here. Why can't I walk away? A version of you is attached to that particular thing or particular person. And getting to know all these versions of yourself will allow you to work with them. Like, hey, 8-year-old Jackie, we don't need to feel like this anymore. I understand. Like, this is me talking to my 8-year-old self. Jackie, I understand it's scary. Like, I know how hard you grew up and how fast you had to grow up and how hard it was to feel like you didn't have nice things, but you are never going to be poor again. Like, you are so much wiser now. Like, this is 40-year-old me talking to like 8-year-old me, and we need that reassurance and validation in our feelings. And I don't think that's talked about enough on the internet, that we can do that. If there's an 8-year-old you that never felt loved, go love on her. If there is a teenage version of yourself that never got validation for your feelings and your efforts, go do that for yourself today. You can do that. Like, whenever you feel triggered or whenever you feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough, the version of you today needs to step into your mind and be like, you are doing enough. You are enough. You are working and you are doing a lot. Like, show yourself grace. The validation that we don't give ourselves about our feelings. And one of my favorite ways to start a sentence when I'm validating myself and regulating my emotions is, of course. Of course. So it's like when I gotta go speak to like 8-year-old Jackie, of course you're scared. You grew up X, Y, and Z. It is scary, but we are not there anymore. We are smarter now. We are not going to be in that situation. We got us. I got us. So I love when my therapist says, of course. Can you guys hear me? Sorry.